Hi and welcome to another video from Code Review IO. In this video we will continue our series where we have to use Firestore. Here we will discuss how we can store the data in Firebase and read that data. So mainly we will work on these screens, but we will not implement any navigation right now yet. This will be part of an enhancement that we will do later on in the end of this series. So let's get started. So the first thing is that we need to install Firestore, and this is the version that we can take, which is the latest one in the package. After that, we will keep this running, so it will be enabled to get all this package. And after that, for iOS, you need to run pod install. So basically, if you go inside iOS folder, you will need to run pod install like this. After this get installed. For Android, you don't need to do anything else. So we start first by the main Dart file where we initialize all the packages of Firebase. So now we need also to initialize after that Firestore. First, we will have an variable where we can use emulator. This variable can be used to if you want to use local testing. So you can change it to a true, up to you. Then down where we have the running the app, we will also bring the instance settings of Firestore, and we set the persistence enabled to true. This will using the cache data sometimes if it's not available. In the end, we also use that variable that we defined in the top to check if we are using emulator. We need to set the localhost to 8080. That's also up to you because you can change this up to your local config. The second thing is inside the main Dart file is that we are specifying that what is the home page will be, and that's actually not good for the navigation later on. So right now we will change it only to have a couple routes, but we are still not implementing the bottom navigation. What we will try to do is implement the initial routes, which is in that case will be the routes for the home page will be something like this. This is exactly what we need. And then there is a login. For us, we don't need login, but so we can remove it. But later, we will also add another screen. We called it add screen. So for now, that will be it. Going to the home page like this, it means that it will not trigger the stream builder here. So we need to wrap this stream builder instead of going directly to the home page. So what we can do is take the stream builder here and just wrap it in methods. Simple method that's returning a widget. Instead of using the home attribute, we will use just home screen instead of this. In the home screen, the first thing that we will do is actually removing the whole content of this. So for now, I will just put just null here, and we will try to build first all the attributes, all the elements outside of the build method, and then we pass it here. Or what we can do is bring the container. So we need a container. Why? Because it's just we have a couple paddings that we need to do. So we will add paddings. We say const h insert, sorry, and we add padding with 20. This will bring us to child, and this will be a column child. This will take children, and the children will keep it empty for now. Now, when we go up to the home state, we need to define first how we can get the data from Firestore. So first, we will define a variable that will be a collection to get the collection. So here we will call it Firestore wallet entry reference, and this will be Firestore reference, and that will get our collection, which are called wallet entries. So this depends on you. For me, I defined this as wallet entries, and then there is also another collection called wallets. So if you go to Firebase console and then you go to Cloud Firestore, you will see normally the start button, and you click on it, and after that you will be asked to choose which area from the globe to select the server from. So you choose the one that is close to you normally, and after that you will be able to create collections. For me, I created two collections. One's called wallet entries, the second one's called wallets, and every entry it has the ID, which is auto-generated, and then it has the amount, category, date, description, name, user ID, and wallet ID. This wallet ID will be referenced here. The user ID is the user that logged in here, so this is the reference of the user logged in. Now in wallets, it will be kind of the same, where you have ID, name, and total balance of all entries that related to, and then the user ID itself. So first, when we retrieve the data, we ask Firebase to filter only the matched user ID to get the data. So this doesn't mean that we are getting all the data of all the users and then we do the filter later. No, it's actually we ask Firebase to filter this out for us and then bring us the data only matched with that user. So that's basically the idea. So we have two collections and we have also couple testing data here, so we can go further with it. So as I said, we get the collection of wallet entries because right now we want to show in the home page only the wallet entries. If you want to show the wallets also, you can get this here. Now after that we will also create an empty array, and for that we will make it as an empty array with a dynamic string. Right now I'm not using any model to target our entries, so I'm getting it always by mapping with a string. This will be later part of enhancement where we can use model of wallet and wallet entry. Also, what we need to do is also getting a subscription, make a variable of subscription. So that's a subscription, it needs to be imported from DartSync. So that subscription will be very handy when we need to handle the Firestore cancellation later. So we want to close the stream. We will not keep it running. After that, what we will try to do is in the initial state, we will make a method called getWalletEntries. So that method, we will identify it here where we say future getWalletEntries. And that basically, there are two ways actually to do this. The best way is actually to use listen and not really to get the data directly. So first, what we will do is defining the user, because we need a user ID for that. So in that case, we will define the user. And that user coming from all surface and current user, so that will be okay. And what we will try to do is assigning subscription. And this will get me the wallet entry that we defined the reference in the top. And we say where user ID is equal to user UID. This is coming from the user, and then we say equal to user ID. This method is defined by Firestore when you need to filter, and you can do multiple filters here. So you can define another filter, then we get the snapshot, and then we say listen to it, and whenever we get the event, we will try to put all the documents inside the entries variable that we defined here. Now that will be okay, but it's actually, we can also put this one is inside the set state. So, but there is one problem though, that we need, this will return us an ID and a data. So for example, if you say like this, so this ID coming from the document, every document has its ID, which is this one. So what we need to do is actually also put the ID inside altogether inside the data. And to do that, it will be easier just to return an object. We say ID as a string, and then it's equal to ID, and then also we separate all the data together. In that case, all the entries will have also ID field. Now, this one can be also taken. We don't really need to do it here, and we will do it inside the state. With that, in the end, we need to do also take the dispose function or method, and then we need to dispose the stream that we have created. So we just can't cancel it. To show it in the home screen, we will create a new. So what we're trying to do is actually taking the children and then going through all the children and then passing the title, subtitle. There is one thing that we need to do is actually it's not fully formatted like this, so I will keep it formatted a bit. So as you can see, what we have here in the data in wallet entries, it has been refreshed here. So these are created by the date of my recording. So you can see it's getting the day, the month, and also the title, the name here. Subtitle here is the description, that wallet ID, and the amount here. So that basically the elements. And then when we try to swipe, you can see what is actually the swipe will do. So for example, we are only putting the icon to the right, so we can actually swipe, but I will show you how this work perfectly. So for example, we have here 3 entries, you can see. So let me delete this one. You can see it's deleted. It should be refreshed here, and voila, there is only 2 entries now, and there will be no another entry. So that works fine. There is only one thing maybe I forgot to mention, is that I did this for testing before I actually mentioned this. So after we build the build entry list, we need to mention it here inside the container, but I just put some height from the top and then passing the method. Now the next thing is that we will also change the floating action button, and that's instead of what was going to sign out. Now we will change it to go to use the navigator and then go to use navigation. So that's basically, we will use navigator and we push named as to go to the add. So we will create a new route called add, and that add will be bringing a new screen called add screen. So we will also create a new file called add screen here. So that will be a stateful widget where we need to do kind of like the same what we have done there. The first thing is that we will bring the references. So we will do the same as we did inside the home screen, but this time we will bring the wallet entries and also wallet. And we also need some text editing for our fields. Why? Because there will be a couple fields that we will create. So we'll just bring these fields. We called it name, controller, category, description, and amount. These will be used. There will be also a new, well, it's a new field also. That field is a Boolean, and this will identify if we have existing wallet or not. So we will rely on this variable, but by default it's true. The same what we did inside the home screen, where we have a list of all wallets. So we will do also the same where we have a list, and that list is actually only to save the data coming from wallets here. Then later, after that, we will also bring the init state as we did before, and we go also with init state where we retrieve all the data. I will call it the same, kind of the same what we have there. So we are getting the user UID here, and instead of get, we do the same as we did before. We don't do get, we will also do listen. So we will also get a snapshot, and then we listen to it, and that snapshot will also return us data. So this is data that needs to be formatted, the same as we did, exactly what we did in the home screen. So let's do it here. So we listen to the event, and this event will also set the state. The first thing that we will do is setting the state to wallets here. So as we did before, we take this and then we pass the ID together to it, so it will be easier for us later to identify the IDs. And then we need also to have a drop down for the selected wallet. So in that case, we will also create a list of drop down. So in this case, it's just a variable that we will put here in the top. This is a list of drop down. For now, it has a placeholder. Just keep it as like this. And then we also pass a string where we say selected wallet, and it also have a placeholder. And inside here in the set state, we will passing this. So first we will say selected wallet. It will be the first one from the dropdown. So we will just first pause the dropdown list, and the dropdown list will be taken from wallet. But the only thing is that we need also only the name of this wallet. We don't need all the data. So if we go back here, this wallet, it has all the data, but we need only the name to see it in the dropdown. So we take the name and we pass it to here, and then we say selected wallet. It will be the first item of this dropdown. Now, something else that we will need later is that the user ID. So I will just make a variable, and then we will mention it later when we have why do we need that. So here, since we already have the user ID, we'll just pass it. And also we need to pass the dispose, where actually need to cancel the subscription, and also all the editing controllers. So I hope, yeah, this will be it. So for now, everything has been fetched. Now we just need to print out a couple fields here, and then all together with the dropdown. So what we have here is we have a single child scroll view. Why? Because we needed to make it a bit easier to scroll whenever it goes out of the hands. And then we have also container. When we have a padding, we have column. We pause the text just to say like, okay, create your wallet. But then after that, we will have also a row where we have a checkbox. This checkbox, it will identify, are we going to use existing wallet or defining a new wallet? If we are going to define a new wallet, it's only one field will show, and that field is actually the name of this wallet. Now, if we're going to use existing wallet, then we will change a bit of the fields. So instead of entry name or wallet name, it will be, instead of wallet name, it will be entry name, because now we are adding entry to a wallet. And then we define this with a controller in the top, and then we check if existing wallet, then for sure we will want to show all the fields here. And these fields, it's one of them is the dropdown. I will get back to this because it will be separate method. And then after that is a text field where we have the amount, another text field with for this description, it's short description that we need pause. Another one is for category. And then later we will have a button where it will trigger add wallet, but this method is not created yet. To build the dropdown, it will be using the dropdown list, and then we pass the selected item, which is selected wallet, and then we pass also the dropdown on change for sure to set state. And then we ask the dropdown list, and to create a dropdown item depends on the name of this wallet, depends on the name of the entries. So that's basically the dropdown. Now for the add wallet, it will be a different method. It will be a bit complicated, but just bear with me. So for the add wallet, it will be two different cases. Why? Because we have existing wallet and we have also an entry for wallet. So what we will do is try to check the condition, and then after that we create wallets. And here is that using map with a string, and we just pass the field to its like description amount. We just need to make sure to double parse the text here is coming from amount, and then we pass the user ID. And this is the use case that I told you about, that why we need the user ID. Also there's a wallet ID, this coming as a selected wallet, which is coming from the dropdown. And then the date where we need it later when we show the wallet entries in the home screen. So we need to take the timestamp. This timestamp coming from Firebase, you can use it. And then we get to wallet entries reference, and we ask to add this wallet, and this will bring us an ID. And that ID is also can be identified that whenever this ID is coming, it means that the wallet is created. Otherwise it will be throwing an error here. Now there will be also update existing wallet, that will be it, and the clear fields navigate this. I will come back to it afterwards. In case of we are creating a wallet but not an entry, Then we pass the name, whatever the name coming up, the total balance as 0, as I mentioned. User ID, it will be also the same, and date, it will be also the same, kind of the same. And here we all take the wallet reference, not the wallet entries, and then we add this and we get the ID from it, and later we clear fields. So to clear fields, to clear the fields, it will be basically kind of like the same what we have in dispose, where we go through all controllers and we clear the fields of them, and then we navigate back to the home screen. Now to update the wallet, why we need to update this existing wallet? Because here, imagine that we add a new entry to existing wallet, and that wallet, it has like $100 or something, and then you need to follow the total balance of this. So in the beginning it was 0, then we added an entry, then it will be accumulated together here. So we need always to update the existing wallet. So in that case it will be a bit it will be also straightforward. So in that case, we will need first to get the wallets, all the wallets that we have. It's in a list that we have in the top. And then whenever we say the selected ones, so it will check whenever the name is together with the selected wallet, because that is also the name or coming from a wallet. And then we go to the total balance. We try to trim it, and also we try to make it to string and parse it to double. And we make it plus the existing text coming from controller here. And then later we ask the wallet reference document by wallet ID. And that's why we need always the ID inside together with the data inside the wallet. And then we ask for update only the total balance. So this update method, it can be run on document only for total balance, but you can also pass it with an you can update another parameters. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and see you next video.